I was wrapping up a Saturday shift when my phone buzzed. A text from my wife. She'd been away for what she called a Bachelorette reunion weekend with her college friends. 3 days at some resort upstate. I didn't think much of it. We'd been married 8 years. Trust wasn't supposed to be a question anymore. The message was short. Brutally short. Slept with my ex last night. We're back together. I'm keeping everything we built. I read it once. Then twice. Then a third time. My hands didn't shake. My heart didn't race. I just sat there in my truck, engine idling, staring at those words on the screen. 8 years. Gone in 33 words. I typed back one word. Understood. Then I sat there for another 10 minutes, not moving, not feeling. The thing about shock is, it doesn't always look dramatic. Sometimes it's just quiet, your brain refusing to process what just happened. But slowly, other thoughts started forming. Practical thoughts. She said she was keeping everything we built. Our house. My savings. The car I bought last year. Everything. That's when something clicked. She wasn't just ending our marriage. She was planning to rob me blind while doing it. So I drove to the one place I could think clearly. A diner off Route 9 that stayed open 24 hours. Ordered a coffee, sat in a corner booth, and started making calls. First call was to Graham, my buddy from work. He was married to a lawyer named Colleen. "Hey man, what's up?" he said. "I need Colleen's number," I told him. "Attorney Colleen, not your wife, Colleen." He hesitated. "Everything okay?" "It will be. Just need that number." He didn't push. Gave me the contact. I called immediately. Left a voicemail explaining I needed a divorce lawyer, fast. Mentioned infidelity, written confession. She called back within an hour. By Sunday morning, I had a consultation scheduled for Monday at 9 a.m., but I still had one massive problem to solve. She said she was keeping everything. That meant she thought she had leverage. That meant she thought I was weak. That's when I remembered something. Last month, she'd added me as an authorized user on her credit card. Said it was for emergencies. I never used it. Didn't need to, but if she'd been using that card all weekend. I logged into the account. My hands were steady now, focused. The charges loaded slowly. Then I saw them. Presidential suite at the Grandview Hotel, $1,400 a night. 3 nights bottle service. Don Pérignon. Multiple charges, $2,000 total. Private car service, $800. Then the big one. Charter jet service, round trip, $65,000. I did the math twice. $90,000 give or take, all charged to her card. The one in her name. With her signature. Legally, it was her debt. Every penny of it. And she'd just sent me a written confession that she cheated. I started laughing. Couldn't help it. The waitress refilling my coffee looked concerned. I waved her off, still chuckling. She thought she was taking me for everything. She had no idea she just handed me the nuclear option. Monday morning, I walked into Colleen's office with printouts. The text, the credit card statements, bank records, and the deed to our house. Colleen flipped through the papers, then smiled. "She really sent you a written confession?" "She did," I said. "And charged $90,000 to her own card while doing it." Colleen leaned back. This might be the easiest case I've had all year. By Tuesday afternoon, the divorce petition was filed, citing adultery, with written evidence attached. But that wasn't the best part. The best part was the restraining order. Given the threatening text about taking everything, the judge approved it immediately. Effective Wednesday morning, she'd have 24 hours to vacate our home. Legally, my home. And that credit card bill? It would hit her account in about 2 weeks. Tuesday night, I forwarded her the statement, just the PDF. No message. No explanation. Just the numbers. $90,000. Then I sent one more thing. A copy of the restraining order stamped by the court. My phone started ringing immediately. I turned it off. Didn't need to hear it. That night, I slept better than I had in months. Because for the first time in 8 years, I wasn't walking on eggshells. I wasn't fixing something that wasn't mine to fix. I was free. And she was about to find out exactly what freedom costs. $90,000, apparently. Wednesday morning, she showed up. Designer luggage, fresh hair, new outfit, like she'd just stepped out of a spa. "We need to talk," she said, dropping her bags by the door. I didn't look up from my coffee. Just gestured to the envelope on the counter. "Read it." She opened it. I watched her face shift from confident to confused to panicked. "What is this? You can't just kick me out of my own house." "It's not your house," I said. "Check the deed." "That doesn't matter. We're married." Was married. Past tense. Divorce papers filed Monday. You'll find them in there too. Her hand started shaking. You can't do this. I'm not doing it, I said. A judge is. She tried switching tactics. Softened her voice. Look, I messed up. The weekend was a mistake. We can fix this. No. What do you mean, no? We can go to counseling. There's nothing to fix. You made your choice. Now you live with it. She slammed the papers down. Fine, I'll get a lawyer. I'll fight you for everything. I pulled out my phone, showed her screen. You mean this confession? The one where you admitted adultery in writing? The color drained from her face. Oh, and speaking of lawyers, I slid the credit card statement across the table. You might want to check your email. Her eyes widened as she read each charge. $90,000, I said casually. That's what your reunion weekend cost. You're an authorized user. You're responsible too. Actually, no. Check with your card company. Authorized users aren't liable. Only the primary account holder. That's you. She stared at the paper like it might change if she glared hard enough. This can't be right. Oh, it's right, I said. Every charge verified. Every receipt in your name, she whispered. You're being cruel. No, I said. I'm being done. A knock interrupted us. 2 officers stood at the door. I'd called ahead, just in case. Everything okay here? One asked. Just explaining a court order to my soon-to-be ex-wife, I replied. After they left, she just stood there, mascara running, shaking. I loved you, she said quietly. No, I said. You loved what I provided, and that was it. That night she packed. By morning she was gone, except for a note. You'll regret this. I tossed it in the trash. Regret meant I'd made a mistake. This was the first correct decision I'd made in years. Weeks passed. Court hearings came and went. She tried everything. Emotional distress, alimony, sob stories. The judge saw the evidence. The written confession, the $90,000 debt, the restraining order motion denied, divorce proceeding approved. She walked away with nothing but her debt. And I walked away with peace. 6 months later, I saw her at Target. She looked exhausted, hair pulled back, working 2 jobs, barely holding on. Our eyes met. I nodded once, polite, detached, and kept walking, because that chapter was over. Completely. That night, sitting on my porch, beer in hand, I realized something. Sometimes, walking away isn't weakness. It's the strongest thing you can do. She showed me exactly who she was. I believed her. No regrets, no anger. Just peace. Tomorrow I'll go fishing. Maybe stop by a friend's barbecue. Maybe just enjoy another quiet weekend. Whatever I choose, it'll be my choice. Nobody else's. And that, right there, is worth more than any marriage ever was. Voiceover outro. Our story has come to an end. If you've made it this far, consider subscribing. It helps us immensely. I've selected 2 other videos I know you'll enjoy. Click on one, and I'll see you in the next story.